Welcome to the deep dive. Let's jump right in. How often do you feel like you're just throwing money at lead generation, only to watch those potential customers vanish?
It happens all the time, especially for, independent gyms and boutique studios. It's incredibly frustrating.
Yeah, and the real kicker, often it's just a leaky sales funnel. Something's broken in the process.
Exactly. It's like you're working incredibly hard getting people interested, but there's no solid system to actually turn that interest into, well, paying members. All that effort just evaporates.
Right, like having a great car engine, but no way to get the power to the wheels.
Precisely.
So today, we're going to roll up our sleeves. We're diving into Jim Thomas's white paper. Your gym sales funnel is broken. Here's how to fix it in 7 days.
It's a really practical guide.
Okay.
Think of it as like a quick diagnostic for figuring out why leads are dropping off and what you can do about it, like right now.
And here's the thing. Even if you're not running a gym, if your business relies on converting leads, pay attention. The principles here are pretty universal.
Absolutely. The examples are gym-focused, sure, but the core ideas, understanding the customer journey, crafting messages that actually connect, following up consistently, that applies everywhere.
Okay, so let's level set. Based on the white paper, what exactly is a gym sales funnel?
Well, fundamentally, it's the journey, right? The path someone takes from first hearing about your gym, maybe seeing an ad, all the way to becoming a loyal, paying member.
And there are distinct stages.
Yeah, Thomas breaks it down. First, there's awareness, they just find out you exist. Then, interest, they start looking into what you offer, maybe visit your website.
Okay.
Next up is decision. This is where they might take a concrete step, like booking a tour or signing up for a free trial.
Gotcha.
And finally, action, they actually join, they become a member. That's the goal.
A pretty logical flow.
Mhm.
But the big problem this paper highlights is what it calls revenue bleeding. Leads are leaking out. Why does Thomas say these funnels typically break? What are the main culprits?
There are a few big ones he points out. First, lots of gyms focus so much on just getting more leads, generating interest.
Right, filling the top of the funnel.
Exactly. But they don't put nearly enough effort into nurturing those leads after they show that initial interest. It's like collecting email addresses but never sending any emails.
Mhm.
Another major issue is the messaging. It often just lists features, we have X machines, Y classes. It doesn't connect emotionally.
So it doesn't tap into why someone wants to join a gym in the first place. Their goals, their feelings.
Precisely. If your message doesn't resonate with their hopes or solve their problems, it just falls flat. It won't motivate them.
Makes perfect sense. You have to sell the destination, not just the vehicle.
You got it. Then there's the lack of automation. Speed is everything today. If someone inquires and doesn't hear back quickly, or if the follow-up isn't consistent,
They lose interest. They move on.
that initial spark just fizzles out. And related to that is inconsistent or slow follow-up from the team. People need to feel valued, and delays send the wrong signal.
Okay. Any other major reasons?
Yeah, the last big one is simply not having a system to track what's working. If you don't measure conversions, if you don't know where people are dropping off, you're basically just guessing, flying blind.
Right. You can't improve what you don't measure. Okay, so we've got the diagnosis. Let's talk treatment, the 7-day fix. Day 1 is about mapping your current funnel. Why start there?
Because, well, Thomas puts it pretty bluntly, you can't fix what you don't track. You absolutely have to visualize the entire journey first, every single touch point.
So literally draw it out. See where things connect or don't connect.
Exactly. Get that bird's eye view. It forces you to see, okay, where are the leaks? Where are we actually losing people?
Can you give some examples from the paper? Like common places gyms lose leads.
Sure. A classic one is someone fills out the contact form on the website and then crickets. No response. That's a huge leak right at the start.
Wow.
Or maybe people book tours, but then a big chunk of them just don't show up. That's another bottleneck.
Oh.
Or people do a free trial, seem interested, but then never actually sign up for a membership.
Okay, so mapping helps you spot those specific problem areas.
Spot them, and then you can actually focus your energy on fixing those points instead of just guessing.
All right, day 2. This shifts to the first impression. Messaging that converts. What's the big idea here?
The core shift is moving away from selling features, the equipment, the pool, the classes, and focusing intensely on selling the transformation.
Transformation. Meaning the results people are actually looking for.
Exactly. What are their deep down desires? Losing weight, gaining confidence, reducing stress, connecting with people. Your messaging has to hit that nerve.
So less, we have 20 treadmill more. Imagine feeling energized and confident every single day.
That's the idea. The paper really hammers home the power of social proof, too, like real before and after stories, testimonials from members who got results.
People trust other people's experiences.
Absolutely. And having a super clear call to action, not just learn more, but something specific like claim your free 7-day all access pass now, maybe add some urgency, limited spots available.
Creating a little FOMO, fear of missing out.
Right. And Thomas offers a great test, the 5-second test. Can someone look at your ad or website and instantly get what's in it for me? If not, the message needs work.
That's a really practical filter. Okay, day 3 gets into automation for immediate follow-up. Why is speed so critical?
Because, like we touched on, the paper states speed is the #1 conversion factor. Think about it. When you reach out to a business online, you expect a response fast, right?
Yeah, pretty much instantly these days.
Automation guarantees that every lead gets acknowledged right away, gets some value delivered consistently, even if your team is slammed. It keeps that initial interest alive.
So what kind of tools does the white paper suggest for this?
It mentions platforms like Go High Level, Keep Me, Gym Leads, tools designed for this. Also Zapier, which is great for connecting different apps you might already be using.
And what should those automated messages actually do?
Well, you'd set up a sequence, maybe an instant welcome message. Then, over the next few days, send helpful content tips, answers to common questions, maybe a success story. And importantly, every single message needs a clear next step, a call to action.
Keep guiding them along the path.
Exactly.
Okay, so automation handles the speed and consistency. But day 4 is about humanizing the follow-up. How do you balance automation with a personal touch? That seems key.
It really is. Automation gets you scale, but human connection builds the actual trust and relationship. The paper suggests the 3-3-3 rule for that first week.
3-3-3. What's that?
Aim for 3 phone calls, 3 text messages, and 3 emails within that first week after someone becomes a lead.
Okay, that's pretty concrete.
And think about personalized video texts. Imagine a trainer sending a quick video. Hey, name, Sarah here from the gym. Saw you're interested. Just wanted to say hi. Hope we can connect soon. How powerful is that compared to just another email?
Way more personal. Definitely stands out. The paper also mentions role-playing for handling objections. Why is that important for the team?
Because objections are just part of sales, right? It costs too much. I don't have time. I need to think about it. Role-playing helps your staff practice responding confidently and empathetically.
So they're not caught off guard.
Right. Instead of just, say, dropping the price when someone says too expensive, they can reframe it around the value, the health investment, or help someone figure out how to make time if that's the issue. It's about being helpful, a problem solver, not just pushy.
Changing the mindset from selling to helping.
Exactly.
Got it. Day 5 tackles a big one. The no-show problem. People book appointments but don't turn up. What are the strategies here?
It's all about proactive communication and making it super easy for them. The paper recommends dual reminders.
Dual reminders.
Yeah, send both a 24-hour and a 2-hour reminder before their appointment. Use both text and email.
Okay, cover the bases.
And in those reminders, include a nice photo of your gym, make it look welcoming, put in a friendly headshot of the person they're meeting, use warm language like, we're really looking forward to meeting you, and, critically, make rescheduling really easy, just a click away.
Reduce friction, build anticipation, make it feel like they're expected and welcome.
Precisely. Make it effortless and something to look forward to.
Okay, day 6 moves on to reviving cold, leads with a nurture campaign. These are the people who said, not now.
Yep. The reality is most people aren't ready to buy immediately. A nurture campaign keeps your gym top of mind and keeps providing value, so when they are ready, you're the obvious choice.
So what goes into this nurture sequence?
The paper suggests a 30-day sequence. You can mix in things like member success stories show, don't just tell, share useful fitness or nutrition tips to position yourself as an expert, maybe sprinkle in some time-limited special offers, or invite them to a free workshop or a community event.
Keep engaging them in different ways.
Right. And it also mentions segmenting your list. If someone was initially interested in weight loss, send them content relevant to that, not just generic stuff. Makes it much more powerful.
Personalization again.
Always. And here's a stat from the paper that really jumps out. 80% of sales happen after the 5th touch.
80% after the 5th contact.
Yeah. But most gyms, they give up after just 1 or 2 follow-ups. It shows how crucial that consistent, valuable, long-term nurturing really is.
Wow. That's huge. Okay, finally, day 7. Measure and optimize everything. This isn't a one-and-done fix, is it?
Absolutely not. Your funnel is alive and needs constant attention. You have to track your key performance indicators, your KPIs.
Like what specifically?
Things like what percentage of leads do you actually respond to? What percentage of book tours actually show up? What percentage of trials convert to members? You need those hard numbers.
Data-driven decisions.
Exactly. And A/B testing. Test your email subject lines, test your call to action buttons, test different ad images, see what actually works better.
Little experiments to constantly improve.
Yep. And Thomas recommends regular team meetings just to review these numbers. Everyone needs to be aware of how the funnel is performing and where the opportunities are. It's a cycle. Implement, track, analyze, tweak, repeat.
Continuous improvement. So, wrapping up the 7-day plan, the paper offers some final thoughts. It says a broken funnel doesn't mean you have a bad gem.
Right. It's usually not about the core service being bad. It's about the process needing structure, the messaging needing more punch and emotion, and the follow-through needing consistency.
Tighten the systems, automate smartly, and personalize where it counts.
That's the essence of it.
And for people looking for specific tools, the white paper gives that pro gym funnel stack. What kind of tools we're talking about?
It covers the key categories. So for CRM and automation, things like Go High Level, Gym Leads, Keep Me. For booking appointments easily, Calendly or Acuity.
Okay.
For personalizing with video or text, tools like Bonjoro, Twilio, maybe Loom. For email marketing and nurture campaigns, MailChimp or ActiveCampaign.
Standard stuff there.
Yeah, and crucially for analytics, tracking everything, Google Analytics, your ad platform managers like Meta's, maybe Hotjar to see how people use your website. Each piece helps build that optimized funnel.
Great list of resources. And if people want direct help from the source, Jim Thomas himself.
Yeah, the paper gives his details. He's an expert in gym turnarounds and this funnel stuff. The website is www.fmconsulting.net. Email jthomas at fmconsulting.net. And the phone number is 214-629-7223.
Good to know. So to kind of pull this all together, this 7-day plan really gives a clear roadmap, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Identify the leaks, fix the communication, be consistent.
Absolutely. It really hammers home understanding that customer journey, talking to people in a way that actually connects with their goals, and then just showing up consistently to guide them.
And like we said, even if you're not in fitness, these ideas, mapping your process, refining your message, using automation well, adding that human touch, they're just good business, period.
Couldn't agree more. It really makes you think, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. And that leads to a final thought for you listening. Where are the potential leaks in your process? Where might you be losing connections or opportunities?
What's maybe one small change inspired by this 7-day plan that you could test out, something that might seem minor but could have a big impact down the line?
What step in how you engage with potential customers or clients might you be overlooking right now? Could that be the key to better connection, better conversion, something to definitely think about?